Well, pleasure to be chatting with you here today, Rob. We had your seminar with us back on July 22nd and July 8th across two events. And the final results of these were that you had 103 attendees and you had 103 signups and 38 attendees. And so we thought that was a pretty fantastic result. And you're based out of Philadelphia. Can you clarify how many consults that you got from this seminar?
There were about 23 total, of which 7 ended up in second meetings, and 5 of which I'm working closely with now. And I've identified about $1 million in premium.
Okay. Well, those are some pretty fantastic results, I would say. And we're super excited that you could get that. And let me ask you, as a result of you having such a great success with this, what do you think you did so well that got that kind of engagement with the audience?
I think part of it is a function of the fact that as an advisor, I'm a servant to my clients. And I make that clear to them on the front end when I first introduce myself, that I'm there to serve them and to help them. And whether or not I can identify any needs that they have presently is irrelevant to whether or not I consider them a client. The fact that they've engaged me for a 5 or 10 or 15-minute introduction phone call, I let them know that I'll always be here and available for you as a sounding board, as an advisor, as a second opinion, however I can support you in your efforts, because things change and we have very robust product offerings and a storied history of helping folks like you.
Okay. Well, that's very insightful. I thank you for that. And can you talk a little bit about your experience with us and what it was like working with Gustin Quon, Annuity GQ?
Well, as in most cases, when you engage a consultant for the first time, there's some trepidations as to whether or not they're going to be able to deliver on their word. And as someone who, at the end of the day, the only thing we really have is our word. I am a person of my word. I appreciate people who are persons of their word. That means a lot to me. That goes a long, long way. So your firm delivered on all of your commitments. There was no huff and puff. It was mapped out pretty logically and clearly, authentically and honestly. And that saves so much time and really helped inspire me to know that the team backing me up is cut from the same type of cloth that we are at our firm. Do the right thing, deliver on your word, help out when help is needed, be available. And then you also threw in some added value by assisting with me in creating a high level of production value, meaning instead of being the status quo Zoom presenter who is a dark outline of a human being with bad audio, you actually connected me with a technical support specialist who is actually, has been in Hollywood and was able to provide me a list of everything that I needed to make it a top-notch, 5-star rated presentation from an audio and a video quality. So thank you for that. I wanted to give a special shout out to Camila also. She has been fantastic. It's really been a joy overall, and we're elated at the results. And I will continue to use you. I had considered just using your services a few times a year and simplifying my life and taking off the 30 hats that I wear on a day-to-day basis as a leader in our organization, and just working a lot less and enjoying the process more. But I'll stay in my leadership position, but rest assured we'll always continue to use you, and I would welcome any calls from any prospective clients to share this feedback personally.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Was there anything special that you would want other advisors to know about their first time when they first start the seminar experience?
Make sure that you understand your calendar. And if possible, what I do is when I block out client time, I memorize those time slots. So day to day, no matter what's going on with my day, I know in the back of my mind from 8:30 to 10:30, I'm on deck to respond to an appointment that might have been scheduled a minute ago. So be mindful of your calendar, be aware of that. Be aware of the fact that folks are they're scared, they're tired, they're frustrated, they're aggravated, they're, maybe lacking in some social graces due to what's been going on with the pandemic. So just extend to them a little extra love, care, and patience, and that'll take you a long way, because a lot of the first calls that I had were uncomfortable for myself,
Mhm.
but I was able to make the client feel comfortable with the conversation and the process. Lots of them, the timing wasn't right, but I have their contact information and permission to reach out to them in the future. So that's the other thing. Um, no obviously doesn't mean no, it means no right now. So always be sure to say, would it be okay if I checked in with you from time to time? I promise I won't pester you. Just want to see how you're doing. We have a lot of product offerings and support and advice to bring to bear that we've shared with thousands and thousands of clients. So we'd love to be able to keep you in the loop. May we please do so, yes or no? And
Oh,
they always say yes.
okay. Very
So it's
insightful.
never,
Yeah.
the relation, that's just my philosophy. Others may differ, but it's taken me a long way in the 20 years that I've been doing this.
Okay. And then as a final closing question, let me ask you this. Uh, how did you close the seminar down to get such a high consultation rate? Was there like a compelling event where you stated a certain thing? How did you close that down?
And this is how I've always done things. This is not a learned trait or something I had to practice. Who I am is a servant.
Mhm.
Okay? That's the way I was raised. To serve my country, I'm a servant to my clients, my colleagues, my community. And I let them know I'm at your service. I'm here to serve you, to help you. I treat everybody as if they're my own family member, and I would never give anybody any advice that I wouldn't give my own family. And I have a little chuckle because in my intro, I let folks know that I'm the youngest of 7 kids. So, if you have 6 older siblings and you're not treating them right, then anybody from a big family knows how that works out. So it's basically just a servant-led mentality and letting folks know that I'm there to really care for them and help them. That's it.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's all I had for you today, Rob. And we really appreciate you taking the time to answer
Certainly.
these questions. I mean, the kind of information we got here today is going to be super valuable for our advisors going forward. And again, thank you for your time.
You as well. Take care, Calvin. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.